Is the Catholic Church changing its approach to LGBTQ? Queer News Tonight recently reported on a letter sent by Pope Francis to Sister Jeanine Gramick, one of the founders of New Ways Ministry, a US-based support group for LGBTQ Catholics, in which he praises her work. It comes despite a 1999 ruling by the Holy See's Congregation for the Doctrine of the Faith, which ordered her and Fr Robert Nugent to be permanently prohibited from pastoral work with gay people. Meanwhile, Archbishop Charles Scicluna, who leads the Archdiocese of Malta alongside working as a high-ranking CDF official, has recently issued a formal warning to a priest for making homophobic comments. It appears to be the first time someone from the Doctrine office has formally condemned homophobia. While the Church still is holding a hard stance when it comes to supporting the LGBTQ+ community, it does seem to be turning against actively going against the community.
Interesting news.
It's difficult with the Catholic Church because every time they sort of seem to find a progressive stance on something, they backtrack and they reinforce one of those more traditional stances. So yes, it's good news, but I wouldn't be surprised.
Don't you think that that's a reflection of the contradiction that they have in their own feelings about our community?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
That sometimes they want to, and then they're pulled back from their historic roots.
Right.
Do you think that's what's happening?
It's difficult to walk that fine line. I mean, President Obama got elected saying that marriage should be between one man and one woman. And look how he evolved over time. I'm hopeful that Pope Francis, before he leaves, if he's got any say-so over it, goes ahead and takes that next, serious step toward equality.
This story is interesting personally because one of my exes became a Catholic priest because after Greg, there is only God. But I do wonder.
Oh, that's how you made it into the 1999 Chicago Hall of Fame. I got it.
My wit. But I do wonder if these changes are coming about because the flock is moving away. So is this a way to bring people back into the fold by sort of welcoming people that maybe previously weren't welcome?
Well, it's interesting, before we move on, Queer News Tonight is following the Catholic Church and the Pope, it seems to me, pretty closely. I think we have done 4 or 5 stories on the Church in the last couple of weeks alone. The Pope has punished an archbishop for his homophobic positioning. He has reversed support of a nun that has an LGBT ministry. They have reversed the wording and punished the person that wrote the wording on LGBT as a sin from last spring, and now this story. So there's something going on at the Catholic Church, and I think we should continue to be paying attention to what's going on there because I think it's deeper than we may think.
Well, that's good to know.
LGBTQ+ news is vital for our community and for the broader world as a whole. We have enough enemies at Fox News. Tucker, Sean, and Laura are loud. We need passionate allies. Happening Out television network, Queer News Tonight, and It's Happening Out are literally out of the closet and into the headlines. Our community needs your support. Like this broadcast and subscribe now to ensure the growth of the entire LGBT